Hello everybody and welcome back to Pokemon Silver. In the last episode, we defeated the Rocket Executive who was causing trouble around here. And in this episode, we tried to open the second lock that was around here. And we're being ganged up on. So I guess we're gonna get thrashed. Nothing we can do. Oh yeah, except that there's a is that a Charizard? It looks like a Charizard. Where's your sense of honor? Where's your sense of honor? That's rich. It looks like a Charizard, but it's probably a dragon or something. Because look, there aren't many things going on here. The Rocket Executives, they've got the same sprites in this generation as the Rocket Grunts, which is a bit confusing, but at least this one has the sense to have an Arbok and not an Ekans. I mean, like, I don't know what that last one was thinking. I don't know. Where's your pride? Where's your pride to have a Zubat and a regular coughing as a Rocket Executive? What are you doing with your life? Are you trying to be like one of the boys? Are you one of those executives who's like, I ride the train back to my mansion? You know, just like the rest of us. You know, I put my shoes on 1 foot at a time with my butler. So, okay, what have you got next? What have you got from us? Oh, a Gloom. I like Gloom. Gloom's a pretty solid Pokemon. We'll switch to Haunter. Not for any particular reason, just because Haunter is currently my lowest level Pokemon. I tend to cycle in the lowest level one to give them a chance. A chance to not be lost in the struggle. Yeah, Absorb is not going to do much because I am a part poison type. Let's mix in a Nightshade. I'm always curious how much the Nightshades are going to do, because it seems like for some Pokemon Shadow Ball would be more dangerous. For some Pokemon Nightshade would be more dangerous. It just really depends on. It depends on their HP. The ones with a naturally low health but with high defense and that sort of thing, they have trouble with stuff like Nightshade, because Nightshade completely bypasses the defense and special defense stats. But if I was facing, for example, a Snorlax, well, that's a bad example because I can't use Ghost type moves on it. But if I was facing, for example, what was that for? A Snorlax or whatever that had a lot of health, a Wailord, Nightshade would do sad amounts compared to what I could do with other moves. Alright. Well, unfortunately, Haunter is out of this battle because, honestly, I think it could have tanked like one hit from that Murkrow, but the critical hit... Stop critically hitting! The critical hit was a bit too much. So, I'll give this Rocket Executive some credit. Had some creative choices for Pokemon, took out one of my Pokemon, has a stylish hairstyle, you know, A for effort. Look, if I joined Team Rocket, I could become the leader. But that's fine, the broadcast experiment was a total success. It doesn't matter what happens to this hideout now. We have much bigger plans. You'll come to appreciate Team Rocket's true powers soon enough. Enjoy yourself while you can. Okay, that did it. We defeated all the Rockets here, but I'm concerned about the young guy I battled in the process. Sorry, Cody, I saw how well you were doing, so I just hung back. Now all there is left to do is to turn off that odd radio signal. It's this machine that's causing all the problems. I don't see a switch on it. We have no choice. We have to make all the electrode faint. That should stop this machine from transmitting that strange signal. Yeah, well, that's okay. I am on it. Let's see, which Pokemon is best suited for this? The answer is Pitbull, because Pitbull's lower level than the rest. Electrode, I just called him Electrode. Electrode is not much of a trouble Pokemon, to be honest. Electrode is fast and deals actually one of the fastest Pokemon in the game. If you're not talking about legendary Pokemon like Speed Deoxys, Electrode is right up there as one of the fastest Pokemon in the game. But in terms of defenses, it's not great. Actually, the best fit for this would be Haunter, because as you can see, the speed... not that interested in Raw. The speed of Pitbull wasn't enough to be faster than these Electrodes, which means that it could start with an explosion, or self-destruct, which is just a pain to everybody. But I'm too lazy to go to the Pokemon Center, so instead we're just going to go with our other option, which is to hope that the natural speed that Kadabra has plus 8 levels is enough to compensate for Electrode having a naturally higher speed. Yeah, we should be good. Except for that part. Okay, well luckily it just used Tackle, but I am worried about the idea of them all using something much more ominous. Electrode are sort of famous for self-destructing. You know, they've got a lot of issues, so... Alright. Well, there's only one more to go anyway, so we might as well just, I was thinking of bringing in Hoot Hoot for a second, but no, that would not turn out well, by any estimation. Alright, here's the final one. Wild Electrode appeared. Go Pitbull! Wild, Spanish girls. Thanks, Pitbull. So yeah, Pitbull, not fast enough, but Electrode's also kindly opted to not do any tricky moves, and instead has just lowered my defense, which is fine with me because it did no damage. That should be everything, and if he's cleared up his end, we've stopped the signal. You're the hero. Let me thank you on behalf of all the Pokemon. Every Pokemon. I found it here, but I don't have any need for it. What is this? Ah, Whirlpool. That's something mildly useful that I don't really want to teach to a Pokemon. That's my trouble with the HMs in these early games. It's like, you've got stuff like Flash and Whirlpool that as techniques in battle are just not good. They're just flat out not good. And it means that, you know, you either have to teach one of your good Pokemon like a useless move that cannot be ridden over, or you have to carry around a couple of... Because I can't teach my Hoot Hoot Whirlpool. It has to be a water type. So yeah, that's the trouble here. It's no good. So, well, we've conquered Team Rocket. I realized that sounded like I was ending the episode. That was the little spiel that you go into when you're about to end the episode by doing the epilogue. Rage Candy Bar sold out. I'm packing up. Don't bother me, sonny boy. Okay, so you're still not going to let me through? So we're still unable to continue on, even though we've completed all this. So what is there to do? Well, that reminded me that one of the things there is to do is to go to the Pokemon Center, because I have a dead ghost. A dead ghost that's also fainted, actually, to be more specific about my dead ghost, because most of the time I have a very energetic dead ghost. But this one is, it just didn't stand a ghost of a chance, so now it's at the lowest level of our team, so we're going to switch it back into the front. We're balancing it pretty nicely. We've got a fairly solid team, aside from the fact that I have to carry around Hoot Hoot with me. But aside from that, we've got a very solid team. Is this when we go to Goldenrod? I feel like this is when we would go to Goldenrod. Because Team Rocket have been up to no good. Is this not what we do? What do we do? I would realize if I took a second to stop, but actually when you're in Let's Plays you just sort of run forward without thinking. So he said he was packing up. Should we fly to like the Lake of Rage? Should we... Oh, hold on, let's check our radio maybe? I'm trying to remember what you meant to do. No, they're all fine. Where was I meant to be going? Let's go back up to the Lake of Rage for a second. Was there anywhere where Team Rocket was like... You're not the person I was hoping to hear from, Gina. Oh wow, you dressed up your Hoppip. That's cool, you can enter it in a contest. Except you are unable to enter it in a contest because they are not introduced in this generation yet. So you were just dressing up your Hoppip for no good reason. Actually, there was something that... There was somewhere where Team Rocket was before. Just as a side note, I don't think this is the progress that we're going to make. But they were here before. And now there's this guy. They left this behind. Makes me uncomfortable. Could you take it away? Ooh, we get a trademark 36. That's not what TM stands for. It stands for Technical Machine, in fact. So what is TM36? Yes, this is the sludge bomb I was looking for. This is going to be... Why is Haunter not able to learn Sludge Bomb? I'm pretty sure that in like every subsequent generation, Haunter is able to learn Sludge Bomb. Because it's a poison type. I know I have a Gengar with like Sludge Bomb or Sludge Wave or something. But that's fine. Let's teach it to Pitbull. This is actually not too bad of a choice, because as it turns out, in this generation, all poison type moves are physical still. You can generally remember the physical special split in earlier generations by the fact that most things that would be categorized as special have their own EV types. And the ones that don't have their own EV types are categorized as physical. This applies to everything except Dragon, I believe, in the earlier generations. Like Poison, Ghost don't have fighting, Flying don't have EV types, but all of the special type ones do. So I'm actually going to end the episode here because in between episodes, I'm going to look up where I was meant to be going next, because to be honest I forgot, so I'll meet you there in the next episode.